This old man put walnuts in water and told the boy nearby, "Those that float are bad, those that sink are good." Tony quickly pulled out his notebook and started writing. The old man realized this boy came to steal his trick. He reached out his hand and asked Tony for money. But Tony didn't have a single rupee at that. He quietly went home, deciding to learn everything on his own. He got a bag of walnuts and started experimenting with water. He watched the aunt by the road to see how it's done, and when the neighbor wasn't looking, he secretly tasted his sugar syrup, then went home to start making his own recipe. But as soon as he put the walnuts in the pan, they popped like popcorn and spread all over the room. But Tony didn't give up. He was determined to earn money no matter what. A few days later, his first good batch of walnut candy, he had his butler taste it first, then gave a piece to his mom. The family liked it, so Tony rented a small stall in the mall's snack. There was always a crowd, but since Tony had to go to school during the day, he gave the responsibility of managing the stall to his butler. Tony thought he'd come by in the evening. Money should have been made, but it turned out slightly bit. The earnings from the first day didn't even cover the electricity. Tony noticed that customers were flocking to the other stalls, so he told his butler to start using some tricks like everyone else was. However, not a single box sold the next day. Tony couldn't figure out where he was going wrong, so he went to the market himself to see how others were selling. He saw that some were offering discounts and others small gifts. But he got the real idea when he visited the public washroom. He noticed a charity worker standing outside. As soon as people came out, the worker would ask for money since people felt relaxed after leaving the washroom and more generous in a crowd. Inspired, Tony rushed back to the mall, paid a hefty price to move his stall right to the parking area's entry point. Now, everyone leaving would grab a box of walnuts to take home. The very next day, there was a line, but just when things were picking up, the mall management sent a notice. They informed him he would have to remove his stall because the smoke from the walnut roasting machine had blackened the ceiling. At first, Tony tried to cover up everything. He tried to hide the stains by painting the ceiling, but the paint began to peel and fell directly on. Ultimately, he was packing to go home when Mom broke the news. Dad's company they'd have to move in with relatives soon. Tony applied for a passport, but suddenly changed his mind. He decided to stay and restart his business here instead.